is about the gentleman at the racetrack. So he's at the racetrack. The horses come out of the track for the first race, and a priest stops one horse and appears to say a prayer. Well, that horse wins. The second race, he does the same thing. Stops one horse, that horse wins. Third race, same thing. So this guy says, well, I can't be stupid. I got to get in on this. So sure enough, he goes down real close, and he watches. The priest stops the number 7 horse in the 4th race. He looks up 100 to 1. I'm taking everything out of my pockets. I'm getting down. I'm going to get rich today. Gate opens. He's dead last. The horse finishes dead last. He runs over to the priest and says, Father, I saw what you did. First race, second, third. What happened? Well, obviously you're not Catholic. Well, why would you say that, Father? Because you don't know the difference between a blessing and last rites. So clearly, I think we've got the right horse. You agree? I like Mike and I like Mikey. Right? He's gonna win. Thank you. I just want somebody running me, Mila Jacy, one of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet. But don't think she's not a fighter, because she is. I was thrilled to have her as a running mate. And after all these years, my admiration and my love for her only grows. And she won Florence Park.
Thank you, Gov, and thank you to everyone who took time out of their day to come this morning. This is a really, really important morning because the woman that we are endorsing is the right person for the job. Someone asked me, why? And I said, why? Because Rodney has not been responsive, and he has not been around. He's been absent, and it is time. It is past time for a change. And not only a change, but it is time to have a second woman in the congressional delegation. This is, with all the things going on nationally and on the state level, it's time for women to step up, to support each other, and to make sure that our voices are heard. On behalf of our families, on behalf of our constituents, and on behalf of those who don't have a voice. Mikey came to see me quite a while ago. We sat, we talked, I checked her out. I have been at a couple of events with her that happen to be women's events, and she's the total package. She has what it takes to do this job, to represent the people of LD 11, and to run a campaign that is positive, that is informed, and that is responsive to the people of LD 11. So I am here this morning to throw my support to her. I will work with her, even though she won't represent me, but that's okay. I actually have my two older kids live in her district with their families, and so I've already told them they're going to be working for her. So it gives me great pleasure to be here this morning and to be part of the Gov's team, and I thank him for the opportunity 10 years ago. 10 years later, we're still standing. Yes. I'm still standing. And we are really looking forward on the state level to making some major changes for the benefit of our constituents here in the state. And with no further ado.
Right. Listen, first of all, thank you all for coming tonight. Tonight, I'll be all right. Everybody came out this morning and support her as our candidate. She deserves it. I was thinking, in just, 6 weeks, we're going to get rid of one vote. Right? Right. Thank God. In 3 years, the next building will go. But in the meantime, I was thinking, Brooke, I had my first grandchild. She's 5 months old. So I'm thinking if God will let me live another 20 years, at some point she's going to say to me, you were really with Mikey Sherrill before she was nobody? And I believe that. I I really believe that. But think of this. Think of this opportunity that lies ahead of us with her. How many seats we need to change?
24.
24. To be one of 24 to change the direction of this country on behalf of the people of this state is an incredible opportunity that we have. When you do that, you change America for the better. We're not Alabama. We're not going to support somebody who hangs out at the mall looking for young girls and is sturdy as a lawyer. Just think of that they may elect that person today. That's mind-boggling. Send the message. Send the message. I met her because a friend of mine who worked with her at the U.S. Attorney's Office called me, John Azzarella, a brilliant lawyer, and he said, Dick, I just want you to meet somebody looking to run for Congress. Who is that? I've never heard of her in my lifetime. All right, I'll do you a favor. So when I met her, after about a half hour, I'm like, holy shit. And I'm being honest with you, and my first impression was pretty good, because now she is the presumptive favorite in the primary and maybe to win the race. So let me introduce to you the next congressperson from the 11th District, the Honorable Mikey Sherrill.
Governor Cody, I realized that I think there's something about death that reminds us about the human condition. Because we really see people at their best, at their most compassionate, and we see people sometimes at their worst, and they're broken, and they're selfish. And maybe it's because Governor Cody has spent so much time in a funeral home that he really has such compassion for the people here in New Jersey. As the longest serving state legislator, he has been fighting for the people of New Jersey longer than some people in this room have been alive. And maybe it's because of that compassion that he learned as a child that he's kept fighting for us all these years. So to have someone like Governor Cody endorse me, someone who's been such a great champion for this state, to have someone like Mila J.C., who has fought for the last 10 years for this state, is really, really fantastic. And when I think about it, I think that's something that's really lacking in the congressional district of the 11th. We have a congressman who's not fighting for us, who doesn't have that compassion, who's taken a vote that he admitted was bad for New Jersey to take 23 million people off of insurance, medical insurance, who's now sent a vote to the floor that'll be crippling for our economy. So I want to go to Congress in the sort of mold of Governor Cody and Assemblywoman J.C. to fight hard for the people here and to fight hard for this district. So I'm so honored that all of you are here to join me in that fight. I can't thank you enough. And thank you again, Governor, for setting this up. This is really wonderful. Thank you.